Hello, I'm Dave Wood, Metro Maintenance Region Manager. Welcome to District 8's 2020 Workers' Memorial. We're here today at Magana Ortega Maintenance Station. This station was named for Michael Magana and Thomas Ortega, two equipment operators who worked here. Tragically, both lost their lives repairing bridge rail in August of 1995. Every year at Caltrans, no matter what, we stop what we're doing to pay tribute to those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for their service here at Caltrans. You don't need me to tell you that 2020 has already been a very challenging year. Many years from now, we will look back and marvel how we got through this time in our lives. We will also remember that all of us at Caltrans banded together to meet every challenge and overcome every obstacle that was presented to us to keep California moving. Let us all support each other in safety and success. Let our service and sacrifice be a model to each other and the motoring public. May we work and serve in such a way as to be safety ambassadors to all that we meet. Thank you.
I'm Tokes Omishakin, your Caltrans Director. Each year, Caltrans honors the memory of its fallen workers in a special ceremony here at the state capitol. While these challenging and unsettling times due to a pandemic keep us from gathering in person, we're always together in spirit. We remain dedicated to honoring the lives of the 189 Caltrans employees who made the ultimate sacrifice serving the state of California. Fortunately, Caltrans will not be adding a single name to the memorial this year. The significance of sustaining 0 losses since our last memorial cannot be overstated. But not all of our colleagues were as fortunate. We stand in solidarity with our partners at the CHP who tragically lost 2 officers in the line of duty over the last year. And we pause also to recognize and remember those who work for our valued contractors. In whatever form it takes, and regardless of the unique obstacles we may face, we will always stop to reflect on the sacrifices made by these workers and take the time to honor and pay tribute to their families affected by their loss. And so today, in observance of their lives and contributions, flags at the state capitol will be flown at half-staff. For myself and all of us at Caltrans, we hope you and your families stay safe and healthy and can find peace during this time. Thank you.
Parade red.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waves for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Honor guard, attention! Honor guard, retrieve the colors. 1,000. Honor guard, salute! Honor guard, forward, march! And two! Honor guard, 3, go! Over, on! Hey, officers! Warren Anderson. Nelson Peck. Evan Bauer. Theodore Humphrey. Charles Glenapole. Robert Wheeler. Michael Macania. Michelle. Thomas Ortega. Linda Sutton. John Knockenbauer. Havins.
Greetings, I'm Mike Beauchamp, the District 8 Director, and I feel privileged to be able to participate in our first virtual Workers' Memorial that honors the employees that made the ultimate sacrifice while working to keep our highways safe for the traveling public. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all the Caltrans employees representing District 8. And thank you for your commitment to serving the people of the Inland Empire. Also, I want to recognize our frontline employees from maintenance, construction, traffic operations, and the many other areas who have continued to serve the traveling public during this COVID-19 pandemic. With traffic volumes across the state being down an average of 35%, people are speeding at a much higher rate. This has made our daily work on the state highway system even more dangerous than usual. Even though we are not together in person, I would like each of you to take time to remember each Caltrans employee that gave the ultimate sacrifice, the mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, brothers, and sisters who, while they were working, lost their lives in ensuring the operational integrity of California's state highway system. The best way for us to honor our loved ones and the sacrifice that they made is to do everything we can to avoid more tragedies. The biggest part of our job is to always keep safety our top commitment and highest priority. Caltrans has many ways to remind and train our staff to be safe. We have new employee safety training, defensive driving training, office worker field safety training, and many other safety-related training classes. We will maintain our emphasis on safety meetings and procedures. We will continue to look for ways to improve safety, equipment, and personal protection of our employees. We will continue to work with the California Highway Patrol to maximize enforcement in our work zones. But what is equally important is educating the public to be alert, move over, and slow down in work zones and around amber flashing lights. We are continually educating the public by raising awareness to the move over law, asking motorists to slow down and stop driving distracted. Our partnership with the California Highway Patrol is a very close one. We work day to day with our brothers and sisters in the law enforcement to keep highways safe for all users. As part of this strong partnership with the California Highway Patrol, we recently engaged in a public safety awareness campaign to bring attention to the increased speeds we have seen with the reduced traffic volumes. This was to remind the public that they not only need to worry about their safety, but the safety of those working and patrolling the state highway system. To the families, friends, and co-workers of those who we have lost, we are committed to continuing to honor them by preventing future tragedies and ensuring everyone goes home safely at the end of each day. To the motoring public, I ask you to consider this. Highway workers spend their lives keeping you safe. So please, help keep them safe by moving over and slowing down in work zones and around amber flashing lights. I would like to close by first thanking everyone who contributed to our first District 8 Virtual Workers Memorial event. There were some significant challenges due to the pandemic, but District 8 staff rose to meet each and every challenge. Secondly, I would like to ask that the next time you are at the District 8 office building, please take a moment to stop at our District 8 Workers Memorial to pay tribute to those that made the ultimate sacrifice. Finally, I want to ask you to be safe and slow down so all of us make it home each and every day. Thank you.
My name is Jim Rogers, Deputy District Director of Maintenance for District 8. This time every year, Caltrans gathers to honor, remember, and treasure the memories of our fallen Caltrans family. To all the District 8 maintenance employees, I am humbled to have been able to represent you as the Acting Deputy District Director for Maintenance. I have made it my personal responsibility and duty to help ensure your safety on the job. Our goal each day is to keep all our Caltrans employees safe from harm. allowing them to return home to enjoy their time with family and friends. And yet, we must remember to take the time, not just once a year, to honor, remember, and treasure those members of our Caltrans family who were not able to return home, despite the best training and the most diligent efforts on promoting and advancing on-the-job safety. We are reminded of the pressing dangers that our field employees face on an all too regular basis. We must continue to stay motivated to continue our focus on safety and the protection of those who work each day to perform our job. In this career, a maintenance worker will face far more dangerous situations than most people realize. For those of you who work in the field, I know each of you have your own stories of close calls, and you know firsthand just how dangerous your work is. For those of you who do not work in this perilous environment, my hope today is that you are reminded of the need to be more aware when you are behind the wheel. If everyone could spend just a moment behind the cone zone where every day drivers fly by too fast, looking at a text, taking a call, or daydreaming about their day, then maybe, just maybe, we might be able to change the ill-advised habits of a motorist. Unfortunately, drivers do not take the time to think about what kind of dangers these workers face in order to build, repair, and maintain our roadways. They aren't thinking about the CHP officer who pulled someone over while keeping our highways safe, or the tow truck driver who is assisting a motorist to remove them from a possible dangerous situation. These employees must rely on their training, co-workers, and equipment to keep them safe. The average driver must realize that our workers rely heavily on them to be aware and cautious as they drive on our highways or through our work zone. All of you are the unsung heroes, working diligently to keep our state beautiful and sustainable, our journeys possible, and our roads safe. Many nights when we are at home, safe with our families, you are not. You are out in the elements plowing snow, removing road hazards, attending to numerous accidents and hazmat situations. Our California Highway Patrol partners are on the roads 24/7 enforcing traffic laws of the state by stopping the driver who is under the influence, attending to those who may have been involved in an accident, and keeping our Caltrans workers and contractors safe around the clock while they are working on the highway system. We owe our gratitude to each of you for your service and all that you do to keep everyone safe day in and day out. The lives of our 12 co-workers who were lost in District 8 are not very different from our own. They had loved ones who made them laugh, they made plans, felt pride for a job well done. They left each morning, maybe offering a hug to a loved one, assuming they would return home to talk about the day. As we pay tribute to our fallen comrades, when you walk past the memorial at the district office, think about the words written in stone. A tribute to those dedicated employees who lost their lives while serving the people of the state of California. As we continue to go about our day and week, let's take the time to honor, remember, and celebrate their life. Thank you.
My name is Chief Omar Watson, Commander of the California Highway Patrol's Border Division. Each spring, the California Highway Patrol joins Caltrans to honor their employees who have been killed while performing their duties. Every day, thousands of highway workers put their lives in danger by going to work and serving the people of California. Unfortunately, the CHP is all too familiar with this inherent danger. For this reason, we stand beside each and every one of you in making worker safety a top priority. Since 1921, 189 Caltrans employees, including 12 members of District 8, have needlessly lost their lives. The statistics tell us that most of those deaths involved errant drivers that were either driving too fast, distracted from the road, or impaired by alcohol or drugs. As always, the CHP is committed to reminding motorists to be work zone alert in order to keep our highway workers safe. Today, we all share a heavy heart while we remember those who have left us entirely too soon. Yet our grief is comforted by an immense amount of gratitude for the legacy they built and their selfless service to the people of California. In past years, at memorial ceremonies across the state, flowers were placed upon traffic cones to honor those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Although we cannot hold this year's ceremony in person, I've asked CHP officers within Border Division to place a traffic cone with the rose in their office to pay tribute and remember those who have lost their lives. On behalf of the California Highway Patrol family, we sincerely appreciate you for your service. Thank you, and stay safe.
As a former longtime Caltrans employee, working now for a partner agency, I would like to thank you for taking time to remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. We must never allow the memories of those who gave their lives while working to make things safer for others, nor the lessons their untimely deaths provided, to fade into oblivion. You play a pivotal role in ensuring the safety of the traveling public. Your coworkers, our partners at the California Highway Patrol, our Freeway Service Patrol partners, contractors, and all who work on our highways. We are all responsible at some level for the safety of those who work and traverse the highway network in California. I urge you to take a moment to recommit yourself to this highest of goals, to redouble your efforts to ensure that your piece of a project, no matter how large or small, complements the broader picture and supports a safe working environment for the construction crews who will build it, those who must maintain it, and everyone who provides for the safe operation of the facility for decades to follow. While the virtual venue for the 2020 Workers' Memorial does not provide the same sense of collective grieving, nor the collective commitment to do better, it marks an important step in remembering and rededicating ourselves to a safer tomorrow. Let us never have to add another name to the list of heroes that we gather annually to remember and celebrate. We all play an integral role in this endeavor. Be safe, and God bless.
Family and friends, today we want to honor my husband, John Eric Knabenbauer. John would have celebrated his 30th year this year with Caltrans. He often said when he reached his 30th year, he was going to retire from Caltrans, even though my daughter and I doubted it. John started his career with Caltrans on May 16, 1990 in the Alameda Yard in Los Angeles as a landscape worker. John was a dedicated worker who cared for and respected the men and women he worked for. He always told me and Alyssa, the day this job becomes just a paycheck and not something I enjoy, that will be the day I turn in my hard hat and quit. But as you know, he never quit. John lost several good people during his career, including his partner in Riverside due to suicide. But John always said that the good days outweighed the bad, and that made it all worth it. John was taken away from all of us much too soon on the morning of November 28, 2007. They were to work on fencing in northern San Bernardino when they got the call of a dead dog on the 5th Street off-ramp on the 215. Since it was on their way to the job, John and his partner, Jason, responded to the call. John was in the gore point of the off-ramp picking up the dead animal when his partner yelled at him that there was a car approaching fast. The driver crossed over 3 lanes of traffic to avoid missing her off-ramp at 5th Street. John made eye contact with the driver and tried to avoid the driver, but the driver swerved and finally hit him. John's injuries were so severe that he went into cardiac arrest upon entering the hospital and passed away. The marker on my husband's grave reads, "Some men are indispensable and others are irreplaceable." John was one who was irreplaceable. John gave his life doing the job he enjoyed the most. John was also a very devoted family man. He was loving, caring, and always ready to help others when they needed it. His family always came first in his life. If our daughter had a choir performance or something going on at school, John never missed one of them. If there was a family event or celebration, that was the only time John would tell his supervisor he was unavailable. He always put the needs of his family and others first. As John's wife and daughter, John was more than just a husband or father. He was our hero. He always put others above himself. He was a truly man who gave his whole heart to everything he did, and that love, care, and respect was shown by all his coworkers by the wonderful things they have shared with me and Alyssa over the past 12 years. We feel it is very fitting that they named the 5th Street Bridge in honor of John. He would have been thrilled. The biggest joys of John's career was when he received an honorable award from the President of the United States for the work they did during the fires. John said, "We finally got the recognition we deserved. Not he deserved, but his crew and Caltrans deserved." John never wanted to receive the credit. It was always about his crew. He said, "We are a team." John had several nicknames over the course of his career: Sign Man, Call Out King, Special K, the Pepsi Man, but the one he treasured the most was Johnny 5. Alyssa and I would like to encourage any workers that knew John who may have a special story, funny story, pictures of John, or anything they would like to share with us to celebrate John's 30 years of service. Please feel free to send them to us. We would love to see or hear them and would treasure them all and add them to John's memory book. We love you all and pray for your safety each day, and like John, are so grateful and proud of our Caltrans family. John, we miss you more than words could ever say, and we love you, babe. Rest in peace. God bless you all.
In spite of everything 2020 has thrown at us so far, Caltrans District 8 continues to get the job done to keep California moving, sometimes working just inches away from high-speed traffic. Please slow down and keep it safe. We're all somebody's family.
A. Ichtert, 1924. Frank Post, 1948. Warren Anderson, 1954. Nelson Peck, 1958. Evan Boyer, 1964. Theodore Embry, 1972. Charles Rohrabrough, 1972. Robert Wheeler, 1982. Michael Magana, 1995. Thomas Ortega, 1995. Linda Sutton, 2001. John Knobbenbauer, 2007.